Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be doing a reaction to Jason Hawes from Ghost Hunter's response video to the Satori and Cody controversy. Now, you guys know me. Lately, I've been making a lot of videos about this stuff, and it was not until after the first Sam and Colby video that I actually learned that Jason Hawes was Satori's daughter. That Jason Hawes was the father of Satori. So the more you know, right? The more you know. But apparently, I've heard rumors that he's just sick and tired of all of the. I would say debunking and everybody going after his daughter and Cody, saying that they're all fakers and liars. And this is to be expected with, I think, anything just related to paranormal. I mean, no matter what you do in the paranormal genre or anything, you're going to have those people who are just not going to buy it and not going to believe it. This is coming from somebody who watched the Sam and Colby videos and bought them 100%. 100%. I almost didn't even question anything. I'm curious to see what Jason says in this video. I'm not sure what because I really do have a lot of respect for Jason Hawes. This guy, I used to watch his show growing up with my dad and grandma. Every Wednesday, that was something we did, and we just enjoyed the hell out of Ghost Hunters. Now, I have said things that might have come off a bit harsh about Satori and Cody, specifically Cody, but I have said things along the lines of, if this is all just a lie, and they were going around and saying that the deceased relatives of people are talking through them or using their method as a way to connect with the people who are alive, I think that's a bit fucked up. I do think that's a bit fucked up, and it doesn't matter who it is. Whether it was Satori and Cody doing it, if it was a person on the street doing it, if it was a psychic medium doing it, or, scam artist or whatever deciding to just pull this shit off, and they are fakers and they are scammers and they know they are, I do believe that is fucked up. That's just me. But this is coming from somebody who was emotionally affected by this video. I was crying. I felt like I had so much confirmation in what I truly believe in. When I started seeing all of these videos and debunking videos and the videos of Cody doing the method long before he met Satori, after he'd said these things, yes, I was a bit hurt. And I started to get that mindset that I feel like I had been duped. In which case, yes, maybe sometimes I did get emotionally triggered and I was just saying what was on my mind. Because I personally do not appreciate watching a video, believing in it 100%, and then getting duped. I just don't like that. So yes, I have said some pretty harsh shit, because I do think that it doesn't matter who you are in this world. If you're pulling that shit, it's not cool. All right, let's go ahead and watch the video. I'll give you guys my thoughts. I'll pause it when I'm ready to talk. Let's watch what Jason Hawes has to say about this whole situation, and I'll give you my thoughts.
Hey everybody, I wanted to address some controversy that's been kicking up online recently. So my daughter, Satori, my youngest daughter, and Cody did some videos with Sam and Colby, which seem like great guys. And they filmed some videos that aired over a few weeks. They were doing their technique, which they've been doing for years, where they hold hands, they get knocking, and they count through the letters of the alphabet and go from there. So the videos came out. They were very well received. But of course, where there's positive, there's always some negative that shows up, which is fine. I mean, I've always said, look deeper, look for the real explanation, try to figure out what's truly going on, and it's great. But I think some people, instead of doing that, have gone straight to the negative aspect, the full-blown attacks. You know, you're liars, you're frauds, you're scam artists, you're popping joints just like the Fox sisters used to. So people can say whatever they want. Of course, that's just the way the world is. But the fact of the matter is,
Sorry, I want to pause it really quick. I don't mean to pause you, Jason. I really don't. But I'm going to say that, and this is something that I myself, and again, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt until proven guilty. Said it millions of times. I literally have said it millions of times. Every time I almost say something negative about them, I'm like, still giving them the benefit of the doubt. I always say that. But I am giving them the benefit of the doubt because I want to believe in them. I do. I truly do. It's just some of the things that they have said themselves and some of the video evidence that has come out doesn't add up. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't add up. It's almost like it's not really people saying that they're liars that's what's making me believe that they're liars. It's just some of the video evidence that I've seen, like, for example, the whole Cody saying that it never happened when Satori and Cody until Satori and Cody met, and that's why the method never happened. And even in the videos, whenever they are touching, it doesn't matter where they're touching. He was touching her leg. The knocking started up, but here he is years later in a certain video showing us that he's doing the method without touching Satori. So that was, I guess, not ever a thing. Like I guess like he did not really need to touch Satori for it to work. I just don't know. It made no sense to me. So and then again, talking about the Fox sisters, that they were somebody I would never have associated with Cody and Satori until Cody himself in the interview with the full interview with Sam and Colby literally said in the beginning, yeah, the other only people who ever used to do this method was the Fox sisters. And Cody himself said that there was speculation that they fake stuff, but it was never proven. But it was actually proven by one of the Fox sisters, by one of their own, that said they used to do that. And to me, that just didn't sound great. It just did not sound great.
You have to be there to experience the activity. You have to be there to experience these knocks. They're not popping joints. We've set up we set up vibration sensors and other devices. But when you're there in the moment and they're doing this, these knocks are coming from all around. Sometimes you can hear what sounds like somebody walking from one room to another towards you in a series of knocks. That's not popping joints. So all I'm saying is, bottom line, look deeper, dig deeper, look for the real explanation. But I think there just doesn't need to be such negativity, such personal attacks. As a guy who's done TV for 20 plus years, I don't think I was prepared. So when the show came out, Ghost Hunters, it was a top watch paranormal show, still to this day holds a record for the highest watched paranormal show out there. And the fact of the matter is, most people loved it, but there were some out there who were against it, and that was fine. I mean, some of those people are dear friends of mine to this day. They didn't have to be supporters of what I did. But then there were some out there who pretty much made it personal attacks, who would say just negative things about you, attack the way you looked or your character, or no matter what, you were a fraud, you were a scam artist. And these things hurt because you put yourself out there in the public's eye, trying to further something, trying to further a field and try to figure out real answers. I mean, we didn't want to do the show in the beginning. We figured eventually somebody was going to, so how were they going to represent the field? So that was a driving factor for us to agree to do Ghost Hunters. And to be personally attacked like that and have everything you do, your credibility, the way you look, called into question, it's horrible.
I mean, as someone who, got bullied, I was bullied throughout most of my school career, right? So, like, all the way up from, like, elementary all the way up to, like, early high school, I was just bullied beyond belief about the way I looked and whatnot. And it's just something that I unfortunately got used to. I mean, I always had to deal with it in person. That was how I got attacked. Never really received a lot of internet bullying, but when it came to being in person, I got attacked a lot. And it was something that I just unfortunately could not avoid. Every day I'd go to school. That's just what I would expect, would be just another bully. So, yeah, I've already said thousands of times, it's okay to be a critic. It's okay to be a debunker. Just don't be an asshole, right? Just don't be an asshole. Now, with the whole Cody and Satori thing, I did. I won't lie about it. I did take it personally. Because it's like, these are a couple people I've never heard about in my life. And the second I saw this method, I was just mind blown. Mind blown. I truly was in love with the method. And I loved what they brought to the table, Sam and Colby. I loved that they showed us Satori and Cody. Again, these videos started popping out, and I just couldn't defend them. I started saying shit like, these guys are doing it to themselves. Like, they're saying all of these things on camera today, but here they are doing things differently from back in the day. And mostly Cody. I'm sorry, I don't want to say mostly Cody. is doing things from back in the day that did not involve Satori. And yes, that I keep going back to that because that was one of the biggest factors of this whole thing. Love was a big factor of these videos, and the videos emotionally affected me. I cried. I cried my fucking ass off. So I really loved the series. I still love the series. I can't deny that. Yes, I was hurt.
No matter who you are, it hurts. Bottom line. And now there are those out there who want to do that towards Satori and Cody. And you know what? Question everything, always look for an answer, but you don't have to be just downright mean. You don't have, there's no way you can even have a conversation about something if the only thing you want to say is you're a fraud, you're a liar, you're a scam artist.
Yeah.
I
agree. I agree with that. I actually 100% agree with that. Because if your mindset is like on one point and one point alone, where it's with me, I'm looking for everything to try to believe in these guys. Again, giving them the benefit of the doubt, looking for everything I can find about these guys that is going to give me some more light and hope. But nothing has been given that is positive yet. The only thing I got going for them right now is just my own personal wanting to believe. And this is coming from somebody who's had paranormal experiences. I grew up in a haunted house. I believe in the paranormal. So even if they were to, let's say, become whatever it is, let's say they decided, let's say this is it. This is how we did it. It's not going to dampen my belief in the paranormal. Will I be mad? Fuck yeah, I'll be mad. I can't deny that. I'm going to be mad because I had I was so excited to see that because, you know, it never happens when you get evidence like that. It never happens. Like, evidence, yes, can be insanely cool, but that was next level. And maybe, yes, I have not been in the same room with them, but there are things they can do to really make people who are skeptics, I think, feel better about themselves. You know, feel like, okay, well, that's something I can't explain then. Right? They can do stuff like that. Again, if they have nothing to hide, there's nothing to be afraid of. Simple as that. If they have nothing to hide, there's nothing to be afraid of. If they can prove it, that's fucking phenomenal. But if they can't, like, do the simple things that, you know, some people are asking them, like there was a rumor, like, apparently they can't, you know, lay down, or they have to be on a solid floor to do this method. And I don't know why that makes any sense. If it's supposed to be the spirits using their energy, does it really matter? Because they're sitting down in one part of the video, and, you know, he has his hand on her leg, and they're still using their energy. So, like, why does it matter if they're laying down or not? It doesn't add up to me. It makes no sense. I can't explain that. Like, okay, that's interesting. And you could always make the argument. It's always an argument that you could say, well, maybe the spirits just can't do it that way. And it's like, okay, well, then that doesn't really help anything. It makes no sense if they can't do it that way. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what else to say. So there are some things that just, again, don't really add up all too well.
Ridiculous. You don't even allow the opportunity to talk back and forth about it, to open dialogue, because you're so filled with hate, and now you've put that person in such a defense mode that they don't want to talk with you anyways, or they just don't want to do anything. They don't want to even be involved in the field anymore. I mean, so you're not helping, you're hurting. And to be honest, let's be honest, there's no reason that you need to be such an asshole from behind a keyboard. Show some respect. At least these people put themselves out there knowing damn well that they were going to be scrutinized, they were going to be questioned. But they didn't put themselves out there expecting some of those negative personal attacks. I don't think anybody would do that willingly. And you've got these YouTubers, you've got, you know, people on TV that truly are trying to do things. They're trying to further this field, and they're not prepared for that. So I mean, you want to sit behind a keyboard and tear somebody apart? That makes you feel good? Well, then those people are not the problem. You are. And you need to look in the mirror on that one. So all I'm asking is be more respectful. Yes, she's my kid, and am I saying this because she's my kid? It definitely enticed me to make this video, because I don't think anybody should be like that towards anyone. There's enough hate in this world. You don't need to spew it from behind a computer just constantly, just to make yourself feel better. I mean, geez, nobody needs to be a douchebag 24/7.
I feel so bad. I feel like my dad's talking to me, just like right in my face. Like it's her dad. I get it. Like he's always gonna have his daughter's side. That is the bottom line. He will always have his daughter's side, and respectively so. I will never argue with that. It's her father. I get it. If I had my kid do something like this, and they were to make a video, and maybe they're telling the truth, right? Maybe they're actually telling the truth. Now, if they're not telling the truth, I would be probably the first person up there saying, you need to come clean because this is not right. That'd be the first thing I would say to my kid if they did something like this. Not saying she did, just saying if that was the case, I would. But yeah, no, it's her dad, man, at the end of the day. And he's right. He's right. People should not be assholes about this. There are some people, who can say that, they're faking it. And that's fine. That's fine. It's going to happen no matter what anyways. But to come out here and say maybe some of the things I've said some pretty harsh things. I can't deny that. I've already said it on camera. I cannot deny that. I have already said that, let's say, it doesn't even matter. It's not even just Cody and Satori. It could be anybody involved with this. Now, I'm going to tell you a story really quick about a psychic medium I encountered. When Madison Bell, I'm not sure if anybody here remembers Madison Bell. When Madison Bell went missing here in Ohio, the entire country was looking for her. There was a psychic medium who was on YouTube going around and spouting that Madison's mom and her boyfriend got together and murdered Madison and buried her body on their property. She was convinced this was the real thing. This was the real deal. If you get dogs on that property, you're going to find her body. And guess what happened about 2 days later? Madison calls home and says, I'm okay. Everybody's in an uproar. I want to let you guys know I'm okay. I just ran away from home and I'm with another boy. But the psychic medium had everybody convinced, including myself, because I believed in that stuff at the time, that Madison Bell was legitimately dead. And as somebody who lives in the area where she went missing, I was terrified for this kid. I was absolutely terrified. So yeah, I went on there and I was about to give her a hell of a speech. I was going to let her know, I did not appreciate this. You're full of shit. How could you fucking do this to somebody that you don't even know? And she removed that video. She removed all the comments. I'm not sure if she removed the video. She removed all the comments at the time. She might have removed the video at this point, but she removed all the comments. And I could never give her the rant I wanted to give her. Not sure if that psychic medium truly believed she was psychic or not. Maybe I didn't read into it that much. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have actually sat there and said, maybe that person actually truly believes they are a psychic medium. And maybe I was just a bit harsh. That's fair. Maybe I should not have been as harsh. Maybe I should have said, you know what? The next time you do something like this, you should make sure you're actually a psychic before you start babbling nonsense. Maybe I should have said something like that. But with this situation, I feel like it's a bit different. It's a bit different than a psychic medium because to me, this doesn't really, it only, happens when they're holding hands, right? This isn't like they're psychic mediums. This is just they're able to communicate with spirits. So the only logical explanation is if they are faking it, that means everything that they're saying, they're just making up and going along with it. While someone does the bone or the muscle popping, whatever you want to call it. So they would both willingly, it's not like they truly believe that they have a gift. It's just, and there's already, speculations and controversy that Cody is the one actually lying to Satori, making her believe that it only happens when they're touching, right? I mean, there's so many theories now about what could be the possibilities, but because most of the negativity comes from Cody. Cody is the one with all this negativity surrounding him because he's always saying these things, but yet it doesn't really all the way show that he's telling the truth. So that it's kind of stuff he's doing him to himself, unfortunately. I hate saying that. And look, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not for bullying. I don't think it's right to bully people, especially when we don't have, concrete evidence that they are faking it. But when I'm constantly getting new evidence on why they could be faking it, it gets a bit draining, and it gets a bit tiring, and it gets a bit unfortunate, even more unfortunate for somebody who truly believes in them. So I do think that there are some good skeptics out there. There's some good critics out there who have the right to go after something like this. Really, they do. They do. And yes, Cody and Satori understood the risks. I understood the risks when I did a YouTube channel. I've gotten shit so many times. It's not just for people who are performing, these paranormal methods. It's also for people who are skeptics. They get shit too. They get bullied too. Even when they are respectful. There are some hardcore fans from Sam and Colby's community, and I love Sam and Colby's community. A lot of them follow me. But there were some really hardcore Sam and Colby fans who would come after me for me trying to debunk stuff, right? Like there was a video where Colby was standing in front of a door and the door just slammed behind him. He ran down the stairs. He was crying. He freaked out. I didn't deny his reaction. I thought his reaction was very genuine. But the door had an air conditioner behind it, and I automatically thought there could have been a gust of wind or some slight wind that just pushed the door a little bit, and the door kind of gained momentum and slammed behind him. And it happened twice in that same video, so I'm like, it could be just the air conditioner. That would make sense to me. I did that too, and people lost their mind. Started shitting on me, started leaving a lot of hate comments. I felt overwhelmed. I could only imagine what they're going through. It happens to all of us. It happens to all of us. It is just the internet itself. I don't love bullying. I hate bullying. I hate assholes. But at the end of the day, it's something we all get. It is what it is, and it sucks. But it's the truth of the matter.
But I do have to say, if you're spending your hours during a day sitting behind a keyboard looking for things to say negative about somebody, or looking to tear somebody apart, then they're not the problem. The problem is you.
Now, going back to that, I was emotionally blown away by this video. So, like, my emotions are just at an all-time what the F, because I don't know how to respond to all of these videos where Cody's doing the method without Satori and shit like that. I don't know how to explain that. I don't understand why he said it only works with Satori and him if he's here doing it years before. Makes no sense why you would say that unless you were trying to lie about it. And clearly they might have underestimated the power of the internet and how far people can go back. Things get uploaded to the internet and never leave the internet. So maybe he just didn't think nobody would find that footage. I don't know. And I'm not trying to be a dick about it. I'm not. But sometimes when I'm sitting here thinking about it, I get more depressed. It sucks to me. It sucks because I have to say this stuff. I really wish that some of the answers they gave us were more legitimate. That's all I'm saying. And all the paranormal stuff you get is questionable. Now, I have made speculations and I have made posts. Okay, I have made posts that from Reddit. You know, I won't deny that. You can go to my Instagram, you can see it, where I'm just trying to get people's thoughts on the matter. Because I myself want to believe in them, but I want to hear what other people think. You know, at the end of the day, it's not going to, like, inspire me to change my opinion. I've already said that I'm going to stick with them until the day they are proven guilty. While watching Sam McCool's video, I believed in them 100%. So, I don't know. But I appreciate your thoughts, man. I really do. I understand that, yes, this is not easy for you. I'm sure it's not easy to see your daughter just getting the brunt of a lot of heat right now. I'd even go as far as saying Cody's probably getting it a lot more because he's the one who's been saying all this stuff, and then all this video evidence comes out showing completely different results, so it makes no sense. But I'm sure, I really hope that if they are telling the truth, that we somehow find a way to shine some light on the real situation, and we get people to start calming down a little bit, including myself. But at the end of the day, man, I was too emotionally I value that video so much because of what it brought to the table. I even said it's like one of the best YouTube videos I've ever watched in my life, if not the best. So if it was all for nothing when it comes to Satori and Cody, then yeah, that's going to be a big hit for me. It's going to be a big, big hit. Right to the heart.